Okay, so the final data type that we look at in this section is string. Again, string is native to the interpreter and therefore it is defined, it is known. We use strings for different things to store values such as name, address, labels, messages. So it's very important. So let's start by defining a string. So I'm defining a string here called name, and I'm storing the value Benjamin to name. So when I try to print back name, Benjamin will appear on the screen. So that's how we define a string. Let's define another string. So I'm defining another string called month, and I'm storing the value September in month. Print back month to the screen, I have September. You notice here I deliberately defined the second string using single quote. It turns out that we can either use double quotation with the string or single quotation. It doesn't matter. The important thing is that we have to be consistent. So if we start with double quote, we have to end with double quote. Start with single, we have to end with single. Now this is a very important concept, and as a result of this, then we can use quotation within a string. So let's look at this code. So this code, I'm going to type that one great person once said that success comes through hard work. So this is a quotation that I want to put within a string. So if you notice here, I'm starting the string with double quote. So when I get into the quotation within my string, I can use a single quote. Success comes through hard work. So now if I want to print my quote, then my quote will print with the quotation in the string. Okay, so very important concept here. The important thing is we have to be consistent. Now, what can we do with strings? Let's go back to the string month. We can use the len function to find the length of the string. So the length of the string in this case will tell us the number of characters that are in the string. Now in this case we have 9 characters in the string. Now strings are stored in memory starting with index 0. What do I mean by that? So in the example there, in the example we looked at month, now it turns out that this is how month is actually stored in memory. So we have S being stored at position 0, E at position 1, P at position 2, and so forth. So we have R at position 8. And then you may be saying, wow, the length was 9. Why are we stopping at 8? We're stopping at 8 because the first letter is stored at position 0. Now, we can find this out. We can index this. So we can index a string. So if I say, I use a square bracket, we use a square bracket to index a string. So if I say, what is the letter at position 0? We can see that we have an S there. What is the letter at position 5? Well, not position 5, it will be position 6 in this case. Okay? And then we can see that we have an M there. Okay? Now what will happen if I try to ask for a position that is not within the range, that is not within 0 and 8? Let us try 10. Here we're getting an out of range error. So whenever we try to index a string with a number that is out of the range, we will get an error. So this is something that we need to avoid. It turns out that strings in Python are quite powerful in that if I say, what is the string at position -3? Let's see what will happen here. Well, we're getting B. Let us try -1. We're getting an R. Let's try -2. We're getting an E. So it turns out that Python also indexes the string, and the last character it indexes using a negative number. So this 8 is also -1. This 7 is also -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, and -9. So that's another way of indexing a string. Okay, so bear that in mind. And this is quite unique to Python. Not a lot of other programming languages will offer this facility there. So what else can we do in string? In the next video, I'll look at how we can subsequence a string, how we can use the find function on a string, how we can use upper, lower, and string concatenation. So tune in to the next video for more string operation. Thank you.